Hey everyone, it is I, 918, coming at you one last time. This is the final series of Mushi League Season 11 finals between the Tooth Fairies and uh, the Chilling Whoopers. This one's between Shock 3600 and Ghostfall 22. This is the seventh game. The sixth game was a dead game, so unfortunately, I don't have any replays for that. So this is going to be the last game. For those of you who have been keeping track, the Killing Whoopers have been really doing a number on the Tooth Fairies here. But you know what? Uh, this game, uh, this game got some serious hype going into it. I remember, and you know what? I'm looking forward to it. We got one more set. Let's go out with a bang. Here we go. Shock on the bottom, Ghostfall on the top. Let's get it. Zapdos, Flygon lead. Ooh, interesting. And it's going to immediately double up to Celebi, and Shock's going to immediately double to Metagross, not even risking the BP for speed tie reasons. And Metagross, that is choice banded. Holy moly. Okay. And it's going to eat a Leech Seed for its trouble, but it's going to get out of the way immediately. Go to Salamence. Celebi is just going to BP out of the way, not wanting to eat another mash. I don't blame it. And go to T-Tar, which, uh, in hindsight, I don't know if that's really a good Metagross switch in, maybe predicting a switch there. But you know what? It ended up working out to a degree. But T-Tar is going to have to fall back here, not want to deal with this Swampert. And in comes a Milotic, who is going to spam the move Surf at the Swampert. That is a good move. Surf is a good move. But now it's going to get out of the way. And in comes a Snorlax for Shock. And Ghostfall is going to double back to the Celebi. And opting for a Shadow Ball from Shock on the Snorlax, doing a solid 37% to Celebi. Not wanting to play that game anymore, though. Here comes Skarmory, and that does a impressive 10%. Yikes. And so Skarmory's going to get a free layer of spikes here as Zapdos comes back in. But depending on the Zapdos' coverage here, it's going to get walled by either Celebi or Flygon. Possibly, that's not true. If it's got ice, then, it's pretty good. But, it's just opting to T-Bolt and get out of the way. I don't think it has HP ice. I'm going to be honest. I think we would have seen it by now. I think that's a good opportunity to fish for a little damage there. But instead, we're going to have Snorlax come back. It's going to eat a Leech Seed as it curses up. If this is a Curse Restlax, I don't see it getting very far if that's Skarmory. But if it's Curse Boom, then this could be huge. And boom! Wow! Magneton taking the boom here. That's a pretty good trade for Ghostfall, I would say. That Snorlax doesn't want to be booming on. Or Ghostfall probably doesn't want to lose this Skarmory yet. So you know what? The Magneton's a good sack. Although I'm pretty certain this Metagross is choice banned, so we could see another boom and another opportunity for Skarm to get absolutely obliterated. But now we're here. Shock doing some good positioning, getting the Zapdos in on the Milo. But unfortunately, Flygon's going to come in here, and Flygon really doesn't care about Zapdos' T-Waves. And, oof, it's going to eat a big Rock Slide as it BPs to Swampert. That was almost pretty dire. If it flinched or something, then you got to start making some more plays here. But Milo's going to come in on the Pert, and that checks it all day. And there's a big Surf from Milo. Whew. But no, Metagross is not getting lefties. We're probably going to look at a boom here. And there it is, booming on Skarmory. And Skarmory's going to go down with only, I think it got a layer of spikes down. That's about it. As T-Tar comes in now to check the Salamence, which, it would if it stayed in, but it did stay in. But instead, it gets a nice solid chunk of Ice Beam chip on T-Tar as Shock goes for a Fire Blast there. I don't know what that's trying to hit. I don't think Celebi ever comes in here, but you know what? He got the burn, so all's fair, I guess. Meanwhile, Shock's own T-Tar just got absolutely demolished by a mixture of Ice Beams and Hidden Power Grasses. That being said, that T-Tar is in range of Salamon's Earthquake here, so I have to get out of the way. Go to Milo, sure. Yeah, Milo is looking real threatening. Toxic, you know what? Why not? Why not put Zapdos on a bit of a timer here? I mean, it's looking pretty dire for Shock here. I mean, this Zapdos is going to go down either this turn or next. It's going to go down this turn, and yeah, I think Milo is just looking incredibly threatening now. since it doesn't. Since I don't think Salamence or Swampert can reliably beat this thing in the long term without some maybe like a freeze or something. It gets crit there though for a solid 14%. That's yeah, but I don't know. I think this game's pretty over. Oh, oh, oh! Here comes the freeze. Milo getting frozen as and here comes Salamence here. This is not looking good for Ghostfall here as Salamence begins DDing up on the Milo that is still frozen. Now, if Milo gets a good thaw here, it's still going to be in the game, but it is still frozen, and Salamence is getting big. A third DD. Oh my goodness. And Milo is still frozen. Oh, we got the long freeze. That's a little unfortunate. Oh, 44, that's it? That's a +3 Salamence. Good gracious, Milo with. Side note, Milo multi-scale is freaking insane, dude. Oh my goodness. But back to the game. Well, there's not much more to say here. Salamence is just gonna sweep. Yeah, Salamence just wins. HP Fly is gonna bonk the Celebi in the next week, and Flygon. I'm pretty certain it's a choice band Flygon too. So I mean, it's not invested. It's and not that it matters. It's still gonna get absolutely mauled by +3 Salamence. But dang, that freeze was that was a clutch freeze. But that's game one. It was looking real good for Ghostfall, and then the freeze, oof, long freezes, pretty cold. But yeah, game one goes to Shock. And here we go. Moving on to game two. Shock still on the bottom. Ghostfall on top. Let's get it. Zapdos, Metagross. Jirachi on Metagross. And Metagross opting for a Psychic. Getting the Spadef drop, though. That's pretty cool. But no, it's going to get out of the way and go to a Regice. Regice Gaming. I love Regice. And Jirachi, very fine to just kind of stay in and click Fire Punch. Regice, HP Fire Regice. That's doing a chunk to Celebi. Or not Celebi, Jirachi. This is not looking good for Jirachi. And, it gets crit and goes down. Yikes, dude. Moltres coming in here. Opting for Flamethrower on the Starmie that has just come in here. This reminds me of a team I had a long time ago with these three, and then the last being like Zapdos, Dugtrio, and I think Celebi, or was it Tar? But yeah, probably a special offense team for Ghostfall though. And getting a big para on the Moltres, that's pretty relevant here. Because now Moltres is essentially ruined. It can't switch into Regice that much more. That being said, Regice is getting really low. I don't know how many. It needs like a full para here if it's going to be Zapdos. But Zapdos is just going to take an absolute crap ton anyway. And here comes T-Tar. I don't know. This is looking a little dire. Immediate double to a Rock Resist. Or just Swampert maybe predicting some sort of Rock Resist as looks to be some sort of off-pert versus Skarmory here. Skarmory's going to get some spikes, but I mean, with both the birds paralyzed, this Swampert is actually looking really threatening as Shock is opting to repeatedly spike up. And now Swampert's going to mix it up, go for an Ice Beam, save some of the Hydro PP. It's going to need at least one from Moltres. And there is another Hydro knocking out the Skarmory. In comes Gengar. Now, if Gengar's coming in here, it might be looking for a Will-O-Wisp or maybe an HP Grass. There it is. Okay. But this is a lead mixed meta, and so it's going to have to respect the Psychic, which is doing a metric crap ton to Moltres. Jeez. 48%? Dang, man. And now it's going to get out of the way and go to a Salamence. And this Salamence is looking really threatening here. Shock's primary Rock Resist Jirachi is down. Oh, and it's a Mixed Mets. Oh, interesting. But now with what's his face? Moltres out of the way here. This is looking like a bit of a problem unless we see a. Ooh, that's a big T-Bolt. We're gonna get off guard. No, Metagross is gonna go down here, and that's really unfortunate because a little chip on this Gengar, and I think Starmie just sweeps unless the last is some sort of the last is Flygon. I think if I'm not a fan of that. I wouldn't want to. Oh wait, this is Death Me or something, isn't it? Yeah, it's Thunder Recover. Yeah, if this was off me, I think the game's over. Um, that being said, we have a Protox defensive Starmie here against what has now been revealed to be a Superman team. That's not a bad T-Wave. Predicting Gengar comes in, but Shock is aware that this thing is bulky, and so isn't really afraid. But now Salamence is going to come in on Zapdos here. Zapdos going to declaw, and Zapdos is going to go down. Zapdos gets declawed and gets crit and goes away. Bye-bye, Zapdos. Thanks for playing. But in comes the Gengar. And, jeez, 30%. That's a lot, dude. And HP Grass is going to take it out. This Gengar, I think, just wins. Yeah, off guard, I think, is just going to clean up now. HP Grass, 90%. Starmie is just going to get T-bolted. Maybe I could pair it and pray for full para. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. But, I mean, the thing is, though, Starmie can now freely spam Surf and recover and all this stuff. And we're going to see immediate double to Salamence, probably predicting a Protect turn here. No, Shock going for the aggro route, going for the Toxic. That was a good play. Catching the Salamence here. Salamence is now on a timer. That's obviously not good because that Gengar is going to one-hit KO Starmie. Whoo, big crit. Yikers. All right, and now Gengar in on Salamence. I think you just T-Bolt here. And not that it matters. Ice Punch, and here comes Starmie. Gengar can click a T-Bolt or an HP Grass, and I think that's all she was going to write. It's faster than Starmie, too. Oh, my goodness. But, yeah, that's the series. Shock going to pull it out in 2 over Ghostfall. And with that, that is the entire finals covered. The final score overall was 5-1. Yep, 5-1. Whoopers won. 5-1 over the Tooth Fairies. This is the only game won by the Tooth Fairies in this series. There was a lot of really good games, though. I think both teams played pretty well. It was a lot of fun to watch and narrate. It was a fun season. Season 11, good season, and I'm really thankful that all these guys decided to sit down and play. Quick shout out and thank you to all the teams and all the players for playing this season in League. Congratulations to Fridasi and your team, the Chilling Whoopers, on winning, and congratulations to Alux and your team, the Tooth Fairies, for making it the finals. Great job, guys. Thank you to all the other captains who took time to submit lineups and play the games. Shout out to all the mods, all my fellow mods, and to our wonderful host Zach PZ. Thank you for hosting this season. I hope you guys really enjoyed my coverage of the finals. I had a lot of fun narrating. And apologies one last time for this being a month late. But, better late than never. Thank you again to everyone for watching, and to all the players who watched this set. Thank you guys for playing. It means a lot, and it's really kept the league going. Thanks again, everybody. Hope you guys have a great one. See ya.